Larry Haas is my guest. He's a former White House official, senior fellow at the American Foreign Policy Council. Happy Monday to you, Larry.
Happy Monday. Sorry about the Blue Jays.
I know. All right, so let me ask you this about Donald Trump and whether you think, because it seems like the administration is nervous here in terms of what the Supreme Court may decide.
They should be nervous. He is resting on very dubious legal grounds his authority to impose tariffs. He is invoking them under what's known as the IEEPA, which has to do with emergency powers for international economics. But the law does not mention the word tariffs. It does not mention the word tax, and tariffs are a tax after all. Most importantly, it is a stretch to say that we're facing a national emergency. The economy is growing. Our trade deficit has come down in recent decades. What exactly is the catastrophe that we're facing if somehow the president doesn't get the authority to continue with, in essence, what's a radical economic policy in the context of the post-World War II period? So he's really got it exactly backwards. He says it would be a catastrophe for the country if he doesn't get those powers. His tariffs are increasingly becoming a catastrophe, both internationally as well as domestically.
Yeah, the president using hyperbolic language, trying to frame this, as you say, a national security crisis. It'll be a disaster for the U.S. if they rule against him, that the U.S. would have to repay back to other countries all those, billions, trillions of dollars in money as well. The court in the past, Larry, has been somewhat sympathetic to Donald Trump. I mean, there are a majority on the court who are seen as conservative-leaning. What's your take on that?
Well, there's no doubt that this court has expanded the powers of the presidency in general. No question about it. And it is a 6-3 majority. And were they to stick with, that broad legal doctrine of presidents having extraordinary power, then you're right. The case would likely go to him. On the other hand, there are at least 3 justices who could be very uncomfortable with this delegation of such extraordinary power in this case, beginning with the Supreme Court Chief Justice, John Roberts, but also Justice Coney Barrett and even Brett Kavanaugh. Neil Gorsuch may also raise questions. I suspect at the end of the day that he's going to lose this case. He may lose it something like 7-2. Perhaps he'll get the support of Justices Alito and Thomas, who have been most deferential to presidential power. But, it's hard to read the tea leaves. As you say, this court has expanded presidential power, but this would really be an extraordinary grant of presidential power under this law in particular.
Hey, what's the timeline on this? The arguments begin on Wednesday. Your read on when we may actually see a decision, Larry?
Well, normally the court will wait on its major decisions until the last week of June. But in this particular case, with policy evolving, it is quite possible, if not likely, that the court will see some urgency here and will rule rather quickly. There's no particular reason to drag this out if this is really a now issue, and it is. He is imposing tariffs. They are broadly challenged. Every day they are affecting the country, both at home and abroad. So I do not believe the court will wait till June. I think it is likely they will rule in the coming, I would say, few months.
Larry Haas joining us, former White House official. He's nowadays a senior fellow at the American Foreign Policy Council. He's in Potomac, Maryland. Good to see you, Larry.
Nice to see you. Thanks, Todd.